So can I tell you about this crazy dream I had?
Yeah, please do.
I'm not kidding you when I say I had the craziest dream where Lindsay was at a fitting for her wedding gown, and Michael walks in, and she freaks out because it's not their wedding day, and he's seeing her in the wedding gown, but he can't hear her and he can't see her. And she determines that because it's not their wedding day, he literally can't see her in her wedding dress. So she can't be seen. And then she figures out that no unmarried man can see her while she's wearing her wedding dress. So she's basically invisible to a big part of the population. So she's like in gym locker rooms and like spying on dudes naked and stuff like that.
Nice.
But then at the same time, we were invaded by Poland, and the U.S. government determines that most of the army is made of unmarried males. And so they're like, wow, now Lindsay is our best secret agent. And I don't know how she went from locker room perv to secret agent. It was a really quick leap. So she's going through government training, like as like a ninja, and she's fighting the Polish army. Like she's out there in the battle, like karate chopping people in her wedding dress. But then the married soldiers see her, and they're like, who's they're shooting at her? And all the unmarried guys like, what's going on? They're getting karate chopped. So she barely escapes. And Gus was a scientist in the government, and he's trying to build a machine that will magnetically pull off all the married guys' wedding rings. And if that happens, then they won't be able to see Lindsay, and she'll be able to attack them as well. And Gavin is like, nah, I got a better plan. You start parachuting in strippers, and the strippers land in the battlefield, and the married guys, they all start just pulling off their wedding rings and hiding them because they want to appear like they're single to the strippers. And then Lindsay comes in and is like, chop, 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 karate chopping people. And then she gets all the way through karate chopping everybody in the Polish army, gets all the way to the leader of the Polish army. And for whatever reason, he can see her, and she's fighting him. He's beating the hell out of her. And she's like, why isn't this working? What's wrong? Then she finds out that he's secretly gay. So because this guy's in America and gay marriage isn't legal where they are, the rules don't apply to him, and he can see her, and he doesn't like her wedding dress. Like he's criticizing like too much taffeta or too much lace. And she's like, no, it's like kryptonite. And she's fighting him, and she's about to die. She's crawling backwards. And then all of a sudden she disappears. And he's like, what happened? It's because she crossed the state line to where gay marriage was legal. now we can't see her. And she karate chops him and wins the whole war for everybody. Then this whole time, Michael has been upset that Lindsay just disappeared one day. And so he's like completely depressed. So he has decided to go through with the wedding anyway. So she's all torn up, and she's trying to make it to the church. And now Gus, for some reason, is a scientist and a priest, and he's marrying Michael to nobody. And he's going through the vows with Michael, like, do you take this blank space to be your lawfully wife? Michael's, I do. And he's like, Michael's all crying. And then he says to the blank space, and do you take Michael to be your lawfully wedded husband? And you hear Lindsay's voice go, I do, out of nowhere. And then she appears because now they're married. That was the end of the dream. It was the craziest fucking dream.